91 and give away 91% and live on 9%. We used to be reverse tithers, 90-10, but now we're 91 we give away and live on 10. And for 35 years, I've been playing this game with God where God says, Rick, let's play a game. You give to me and I'll give to you and we'll see who wins. I have lost that game for 35 years. People often say, what's the biggest surprise about purpose-driven life? I said that I got to write it. I'm not even a professional author. I'm not a Max Lucado or Chuck Swindoll. I'm a pastor. And it took me 7 months, 12 hours a day writing to get that book written. But why did God choose me to write Purpose-Driven Life? There's not a new thought in Purpose-Driven Life that hasn't been said in 2,000 years of church history. Not a single new thought in it. I just made it simple. How do you take a 17-word sentence and say it in 9 sentences, 9 words? You know why God chose me? He knew what I'd do with the money. He knew he could trust me with the money. He knew that it would be used the way he wanted it used, not on me. Can God trust you like that? Now, it wasn't like I said, okay, God, give me millions, and then I'll prove I'm trustworthy. I'd been doing it for 35 years quietly behind the scenes. I had a track record that even when we didn't have any money, I was being faithful to God. I was learning generosity. I'll say it again. If you want the blessing of God on your life, if you want the anointing of God on your life, you must deal with these 3 temptations. And the only antidotes are integrity and generosity. And the third one is humility. Now, what is humility? Well, it means you don't go around giving yourself the title apostle. I mean, when a guy hands me a card and it says apostle, so if you have to put on your card apostle, you ain't one. If you have to tell somebody that God has raised you up in the church, you're not it, friend. If you got to have a big title, the Right Reverend so-and-so, or Bishop this and that, or whatever, you know, everybody goes around with, I'm Bishop this, and I'm Apostle. Let me tell you what I am. I'm Rick Warren, servant of Jesus. And I don't have a title. Okay? I mean, you can go around claiming, putting your doctor on the title. Yeah, okay, fine. You can have so many degrees, you're Dr. Fahrenheit. Okay? And you still don't have any heat. Okay, now look. I went to Bible college and 2 seminaries, and I got my doctorate, and I got 6 years of Greek and Hebrew, and I can say sacerdotalism and Heilsgeschichte, but who cares? Okay? It means nothing. It means not a zip. What matters is, do you love people? Do you love people? Now, what is humility? Humility is not going around putting yourself down all the time. Saying, oh, I'm no good, I'm nothing, I'm zero, I'm junk. Jesus did not die for junk. You're not junk. You want to know how valuable you are? Look at the cross. This is how valuable you are. Jesus died for you. The Father created you. The Spirit lives in you. You are not junk. So quit playing false humility. You know, when people go around and say, oh, I'm no, like after a song, and they say, oh, no, I didn't really do good. What they're really saying is, please, please tell me how good I am, how good I am. It's false humility. It's actually pride. And a lot of it goes around posing as humility is actually, please stroke me. You know, it's like a person who prepares a meal and says, oh, this meal is not good. They say, please tell me it's good. No, just do your thing and don't worry about it. Humility is not denying your strengths. It's being honest about your weaknesses. That's humility. Not denying your strengths, but being honest about your weaknesses. All of us are a bundle of strengths and weaknesses. You have some great strengths. You also have some serious weaknesses. I have some great strengths in my life. that I'm good at. I have some massive weaknesses. Humility is being honest about both. That's why Paul could say, I'm the chief among sinners, follow me as I follow Christ. You know, when I used to read that 3 times, Paul says, follow me as I follow Christ, I thought, I could never say that. It just sounds like so egotistical, so arrogant. I can't imagine saying to somebody, follow Rick Warren as Rick Warren follows Christ. And for a long time in my church, I really couldn't even imagine even hinting at that. But now I've realized with a little maturity that we actually grow best and fastest through models. And you know what? I'd rather have a pastor following me than some rock star. At least I'm making the effort. Okay? I'm not perfect, but at least my heart is in the right direction and I'm trying to do right. And I'd rather have you following somebody who's trying to do right than somebody who's making no attempt at all.
Right.
So never apologize for being a model. We learn by models. The person who can't learn from models has an ego. Why does God resist the proud and give grace to the humble? Because the humble are teachable. If you can't learn from other churches, oh, that's whatever. Name your church. They do it that way. You can't learn from it. Sorry. You're just limiting your own ministry. I learn from everybody. I learn from churches bigger than Saddleback. I learn from churches that are smaller than Saddleback. I learn from churches that are like us. I learn from churches that are different. I learn from churches that disagree with us. I learn from churches and people who hate me. You see, I'm smarter than my critics because they don't learn from me, but I learn from them. Which means I'm smarter because I not only know what I know what they know. But they only know what they know. Which makes me smarter than my critics. If you can learn from anybody, God will honor you. But it is humility that says, I can learn from people who don't even like me. I can learn from people who don't even understand me. I can learn from people who criticize me all the time.